Wonder about the people that want to put these camps on and organize them, but I don't think that I've ever seen anyone quite as young as, as you putting one together. First of all, for the people that don't know, what grade are you going into?
I'm going into the 9th grade.
Going into the 9th grade, and you're organizing your own football camp to give back to
7th grade and under.
7th grade and under. First of all, that's extraordinary, because I mean, 9th grade, when I was in 9th grade, man, let me tell you something. I wasn't doing anything close to giving back to the community. The community was probably out looking for me. But tell me, what was it that made you want to give back and have a football camp for, for the community?
When I was 7th grade and under, just like the camp is, I had a lot of people that were pouring their wisdom into me and showing me like different ways to compete, different ways to be a leader. And so when I got to this age, I wanted to be able to give the kids something that everybody else was able to give me. And I just think that the camp is a great way to do that.
I was going to say, that's an incredible way to do that. But yeah, it's funny. The funniest part of there is why I smiled was you said when I got to this age, man, that was only 2 years ago. That's what I'm saying. That's incredible there. So with this camp coming up, what's the focus on? Are you going to focus on anything and everything? But what are the few things that you're really going to hit hard in this camp?
The camp, the major things is about leadership. Leadership throughout every age is very important. Competing, obviously. Competing is a big part of life and a big part of football. And then, obviously, the very most important part of it is just having fun and going out there.
Well, I know they'll definitely have fun if they're hanging out with you, but you hit on something key there with leadership. Being on a few teams yourself now, how have you seen squads that may have had the talent, but they didn't have anybody, to focus all that up, kind of fall short and fall apart?
Like you just said with a lot of teams, a team could be just as good, but they're only as good as their best leader. So I think if you have a great team with no leader, then it gets pretty shaky.
Seems like the camps that you've been to are going to blend into this one. What kind of things have you taken from other camps that you're going to put on display here for this one?
Yeah, I've been to about like 6, 7 camps from all around. I think the most important thing that I was able to experience at other camps was that it's a high level of competitiveness throughout. Everybody has the abilities to compete, so we're going to definitely try to pour that into this camp coming up.
One of the things I'm told about this camp, and a lot of camps, you just go from station, to station, you run the drills, you throw the pass, you come back. But this is a little different. It's not just station to station, 4-corner type football. You're going to have things going on in between those drills. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, in between stations in this camp, we're going to be focusing on teamwork, dedication, and leadership. Those are 3 very important things that can help get kids not only through football, but also through life. So we're emphasizing that a lot.
Tell everybody where you're going to hold this, because we're not talking about some, middle school or high school field now. Where are you going to be at?
We're going to be at NC State Indoor Facility.
How did you pull that off? I got to know.
I just kind of gave the idea to my dad, and he just did whatever he had to do and just got it there.
Thanks, Dad. He's right off camera over here, Wade. But because you need to do something nice for that guy. I don't know if it's grass cutting or what or something, but you definitely
take grass on Friday.
It better be extra golf course type, buddy.
Right.
But how nice is it to be in a place like that, and how much more? I don't want to say legit, but it makes people focus up, and it really does make people hone in on what you're doing at a camp when you have it at a facility like that.
Right. Very important. When I was really young, like 8.
I'm sorry.
Indoor facility. I was in there like all the time. I went to like every NC State camp, and it was just really big for me. So I think it's really cool to have all the younger guys come in and be in the same place that I was in.
And you've also got some guys coming back here from NC State too, as well. Go ahead and tell me a little about the guys.
We have Devin Boykin coming. He's a starting DB at NC State right now. One of my guys.
Oh, one of his guys. You've heard that. Just sure you're going that. What's it like to have somebody like that come back? Because it's one thing to show them and to have a coach say it. It's almost like, Dad, I'm sure you'll say this. Dad says something, but Devin Boykin tells you something. That carries a little more weight.
Right. Yeah, just having him come in, show the guys like he's at where I think most people that at the camp want to be at. Me, myself, want to be at the college level. So that's very important to have him come and share his wisdom to the younger guys.
Definitely an attention getter, that's for sure, when Boykin jumps up there. And it's not just him, but you've got some great coaches. Go ahead and run down the list of guys that's going to be out there helping get back.
We have coaches from all over, many to name. Coach Pack T, Coach Rack, he's my coach right now at my high school. Coach Holderman, he's the offensive coordinator at Roseville. Coach Bradley. He's a speed trainer and coach in Greensboro. So many coaches coming out to show like what they gave to me, and like I said before, give it to the younger guys.
And how long is this thing going to be? Because sometimes you hear camp and it's like, all right, well, the first thing we're going to do is go out here and stretch, and we're going to get in the pool. That ain't that kind of camp.
Nah.
You guys are here focused to work.
Right, we're here working, we're here competing, so it's gonna be a good amount of time, probably like 3 hours. I'm happy we're inside. We got air conditioning, so.
That's a nice plus to have it over there at NC State, that's for sure, man. And the best part about this whole deal, it's free to come in there. It's like $20, you get the T-shirt, and then 3 hours of training. Why was it important to make it free, to have it come out?
Because honestly, when you can't really put a price on just having fun and competing, so we didn't want to do that. We wanted to make it free, and we were able to do that thanks to all the sponsors that came and helped out with that.
Lots of